Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about awareness, and it can really be a double-edged sword. And I want to talk about it from, of course, my perspective and just things that I've been noticing. So throughout my personal development journey, I'm just becoming more aware of things and people and places in the world and systems and things, how things operate and how things work pretty much. But I've noticed that as I become more aware, I also have been inclined to become more judgmental, I guess, for lack of better words. And I'll give a few examples of that. But I think like when you're changing or you're learning to change, especially if you come from a background of like, always just being like upset or always feeling like you need to be in control, when you then want to flip the switch and do a 180 and then go into more like, okay, let me just be laid back, let me receive, let me, learn and understand that my mind is the reason why I perceive the things that I perceive and that this world is just a direct reflection of what's going on the inside. I think once you come to terms with that, it can be easy to want to be like judgmental of others. You see other people struggling, you see other people doing things that you would never do, and then you start to think like, oh my gosh, like, why are they doing that? I would never do that. Or do they know that this is going to lead to this and that's going to lead to that and da 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 and all these different things. And it's just like, you kind of have to learn how to not identify with that voice and learn how to just observe and like understand, okay, this is a judgmental voice. This is old energy that I no longer want to resonate with, or that I no longer identify with. And then you have to move on from there. And it is difficult because, like I said, I'll give you an example. I was at the grocery store and it's like my mind, I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, but my mind was just literally observing everyone, picking at everything, judging everything. This is wrong. This is right. Why did they have that over there? Why does that girl look like that? Oh my gosh, they're wearing a bonnet in the store. Da, 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 da. And it's like, sure, I can have my opinion about these things, but it is so much energy. Like, it takes so much energy for you to like get up and literally observe and nitpick and judge and condemn others just because they're lifestyle choices look different from yours. And I was getting frustrated with myself because I'm just like, bro, why is my mind automatically picking at random people just grocery shopping? Like, who cares? Like, I'm here to grocery shop, get some food and leave. They're doing the same thing. It doesn't matter what they're wearing, how they look, how they're presenting themselves. If they blocked my cart with their cart, if they picked up the piece of fruit that I was going to pick up, like, just chill, And it was just an interesting moment that I had because I've noticed that about myself, and I noticed that it's coming up more and more as I want to change. Like, I feel almost like something pulling me back and trying to tell me no, like, you're not able to change. You're always going to feel like this. You're always going to think these thoughts. People are always going to perceive you as the person who judges and all this stuff. But I'm just telling myself, like, you know what, that's a lie. Like, I don't have to identify with that. I just don't have to identify with those feelings anymore. Sorry, there's a plane going. I'll let it pass. But I just don't have to identify with those feelings anymore, nor do I want to. Like, I don't want to literally go out and just be judging others about what they did do or what they didn't do or what they do have or what they don't have, because that's just a direct reflection of me on the inside. I'm not wanting to look in, so I'm just going outward and nitpicking and judging. And like, I don't know, it takes a lot to admit this, honestly. Like, who wants to admit that they're just like judging others for no reason, or that they have these ugly thoughts about other people? And I think a lot more people probably do than who want to admit it. But if you're going through the same thing, or if you just feel like, oh my gosh, my mind is racing, everything is wrong, like I told myself I wanted to change, I made a decision or a declaration to change in my life, and now everything just feels like it's bad and it's wrong and it's messed up and it's unaligned, and I feel you. Like, if you're going through that, I literally feel you. And it's really, so what I'm told and what I'm learning to do is just a matter of changing your perspective and changing your energy and outlook on it. And I'm sticking with that because the alternative is to live the life that you've always been living. And clearly you made that decision to change because you don't want to live the life that you're always living. So that's all that I wanted to say, you guys. I just wanted to come on here with some words of encouragement because, like I said, when you make that decision to change, like, it's going to seem like a lot of stuff is out of line. A lot of things are messed up. It's like your clothes don't feel right. The food that you're eating doesn't taste the same. Your living situation isn't as fun anymore, isn't as fun as you thought it was. And, the life decisions that you made, you're looking back on them and maybe regretting them, or maybe thinking, wow, I should have made this decision instead of that. I should have gone left and right. I should have chose X instead of Y, or I should have chose Z instead. I didn't even know that Z was possible until now. And now I feel bad. And it's just like, I get it, y'all, but it's all a part of the process. And you know, I believe in you just like I believe in myself. And there's a reason why you keep wanting to change. There's a reason why you keep getting up and not giving up. So just know that and just understand that. And if you need any help, you know, reach out to someone, reach out to me, even if you feel like it. Like, we can talk about it too, because that's genuinely how I'm feeling right now. And I look to my left and right, and sometimes I feel lonely. You know, I don't really have friends here. I don't have the family connections. I don't have the romantic partner. So I'm just like, it feels like I'm floating in this sea alone. But then I have to remember, like, you know, not to sound corny, but it's like, I'm a raindrop. I'm a part of this sea, and I'm, you know, like, I'm floating and it feels like I'm alone, but really I'm a part of it. And so I just need to like have that perspective. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the video. Make sure that you like, you comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.